So we got a chain wrapped around the tree up front, back. We have it connected to the bumper, impact bar right there around the chain. What's up guys, DIY Salvage Guy here. Welcome to the channel. On this channel, we just learn as we go and we do our best with the situations that we have. Today's episode, we are going to attempt to pull out the frame a little bit differently. What we're going to be doing on 2011 Ford Mustang GT is we're going to sandwich it right between two trees. We're going to hook up some hydraulic presses and pushers and just see how it goes. This could get dangerous. Safety gear, stand by. Make sure that you guys are safe with this. If you attempt this, do not try this at home. New guys, subscribe down below. Thank you guys for being here. Like, comment, let me know what you guys think. How crazy was I to even attempt this? Have you guys done anything like this? Follow me on all the socials at DIY Salvage Guy. And also, make sure that you guys check the merch line. Help me grow. Share this channel. Thank you guys for being here. Alright guys, quick rundown of the setup that we're hoping is going to work. So we got our winch installed. We have it tight against the bumper. So it is holding it in the front. We have our e-brake on. We got our transmission in gear. And lastly, we have it hooked up to our truck with our hydraulic puller hooked up to the rear bumper frame rail, and we're hoping that it's going to work. So we're going to be pumping it. I'll try to set up another camera right now and hopefully this thing will stay in place. Alright guys, here we go. Everything's all locked into place. Hoping for the best here. Alright, so a quick update. Theoretically, this should be working. Something is not holding. I think the truck is actually moving now, which is kind of crazy that a 6,500 pound truck is moving. So we're going to see how we can immobilize the vehicles right now. We do have a couple trees around the property. We might be able to use those, but it's going to take a little bit of trial and error with this to figure it all out. We have the Mustang in place with being held where it needs to be. It's the rear pulling mechanism that is giving me trouble right now. So we'll troubleshoot. We'll see if we can actually push it out, see if there's anywhere that I can anchor it to on the inside. But for now, it's back to the drawing board with doing this DIY. Alright guys, a couple things we're going to do right now is we are going to wash this thing up. The weather has finally turned here, for at least for a couple days. We got a 60-degree day. It's dropping a little bit because it's later in the day now, but we're going to clean all this gunk off and be able to actually see what's wrong with the car paint wise, and we'll be good with that guys. So here we go with that. Alright, now that she is cleaned up, I do have a pressure washer, but I want to get one of those foam kits. I think it'll make washing things a little bit easier. So little by little, I'm going to go through the damage that's here. This might buff out. Looks like it might be down through the paint though a little bit. Still a little dirty. Here we have some more damage. Kind of a pain that it's right on the sticker. There's a dent here. We don't know what we're going to do in terms of complete damage restoration here, guys, but we'll see. You can tell that this pretty much goes down all along the door. Might be able to buff it out, I don't know. We got a big scratch mark up here as well. This whole side could benefit from a respray. We'll see. I don't know if I want to do that. Then you have this as well with a horrible touch-up job. I don't think it's worth repainting the whole thing. It's got almost 80,000 miles on it. It is a 2011, so there might be just some things that we're gonna have to live with. But this remains the only really bit of damage. Then we have the dent here. I think it's from when this area got crumpled up a little bit. So I think once we pull the frame back slightly, we should be good. Driver's side door has, you know, a scratch here, a couple scratches here or there. Fender seems okay for the most part. A couple scratches, but like I said, guys, we're not going to do too much with this outside of the norm. We are going to respray the front hood. Maybe not the whole thing. Maybe we'll try our luck at blending again. But we do have some hood damage here that we have to take care of. No dents or anything, so we're okay. Actually, there's a dent right here. Maybe we'll fill it in with some filler as we kind of do all that stuff, but for the most part, build's looking good. We're going to try to pull out the frame. What we're going to do is we're going to use that tree, and we're going to use one of those many trees over there, and we're going to park right in the middle of this nice little field area that we got. And what we're going to do is eventually we're going to try to pull out the frame. So what the problem that I had was, we originally tried the winch. You guys saw that. You saw that I tried to attach it to the truck, which theoretically was going to be a good idea, except the truck is still moving slightly, and since we don't have that much play with the actual pulling device, we need 2 stationary items, and I'm hoping that 2 trees will do the job. So that will most likely be tomorrow's project. We're going to get that done, and we'll probably give a bath to the rest of the vehicles that we have here because they're filthy. And as the weather's turning, we're going to have a little bit of fun out here and start utilizing the house to the capabilities that we bought it for. Alright guys, we're all set up. We got the chain up on the front. Give you guys a quick look at this all. So we got a chain wrapped around the tree up front. That'll keep it stationary. We might have to pull the car back a little bit or forward a little bit and readjust this chain depending on how much slack we have. And in the back, we have it connected to the bumper, impact bar right there around the chain, and we have our push connector. So we're going to give this a shot. I'm gonna stand back with the camera, and we're just gonna see if we have enough slack in here. Pull it out. Okay, so quick update on what's going on. Again, it should work. It's not. The problem that I'm having now is the fact that the tension that I could put on the chains by hand versus the tension that I need it to be when I am actually pulling at the frame is different. So what I need to do is I have another puller. So I'm going to clamp that onto the front chain, and then I'm going to put the back chain back on, and I'm going to clamp that down. I'm going to tighten up both of them pretty much simultaneously, and that way I should have enough tension on the chain that way and not have to worry about it moving or whatnot. So we should be good now. We'll try that tomorrow. Today it's getting a little dark and we're obviously working outside, so we'll do this again tomorrow, guys. All right, quick update for you guys here. So we got the back set up. It is tight. It's got a lot of tension on it right now. And what we did is we pulled it up to the front as well, and we put another hydraulic puller on there. So we're going to tighten that up. That will hold it in place. Then the back is completely tight as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to tighten this so that way it gets held. Then we're going to take off our hydraulic press, and we're going to move it to the back and try to pull out that frame. I think it should work this time, as long as I can remove the jack while it is kind of in there, but we'll see. Hopefully this works. So it seems to be working, guys. Seems to be working pretty good. So I think I'm gonna have to readjust again, but it seems to be working. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to adjust forward a little bit. So we're gonna have to pull the car up a little bit, and we're going to have to adjust the tension on the front one, and then we'll have to adjust the tension on the back one again, because you guys can see how much slack we were able to pull out. So that's good. So we'll have to do this one more time. All right, so I want to give you guys a quick update of what happened. We were making really good progress. I think this could potentially work, but the problem that I had was that, I'll show you guys over here. So in order to anchor it, we had to utilize some pieces, and you guys could see right in there that that piece actually broke. So you are the weakest link, goodbye, and the entire thing failed. So what we're gonna do is see if we can get a stronger version of that, but the problem is that nothing fits in that actual spot for the puller besides the 5/8. I got the strongest one that I possibly could, so I don't know how else to attach it to this, so I'm gonna have to think on this a little bit. Either way, we did theoretically make some progress. I'll show you guys. So we did make some progress. Let's see. So this point was pushed back up against this point. So you can see that we pulled it out about 1.5 inches. So the concept was working. It's just that the link wound up breaking and didn't actually hold up. So what we need to do is go back to the drawing board, because this is going to have to be either pulled out or pushed out a little more. I'd probably say another inch or so. And so what we're going to do is we have two options. We can see if we can get some stronger pieces in order to hold this all together, or we can see if I can push it out by connecting a pusher here and somewhere in there. We might have to remove some exhaust and a couple axle pieces, and maybe we could push up against the rear axle, but I'm not certain if that's the strongest point or if that's the best thing to do, so we'll see. So just a point of reference of the actual progress that we did make is, so you guys remember this part of the trunk was actually hitting here. That's why we're missing some paint, and it still doesn't close perfectly, but it's lined up a lot better now. So we did make some good progress with that. It's just that the tool actually broke and we need to adjust a little bit. We are learning as we go. That's what we do here, guys. I will continue to do the best that I can on my own without involving body shops, but sometimes we're going to need to. I do not think that this is one of those cases, but we shall see. So I think we're going to regroup. Maybe we'll get some thinner chain. Right now we have the 3/4 or 3/8 inch. Maybe we'll try to go down in the chain. Maybe the thinner chain will be stronger than the links, and we'll be able to work with that. So we'll see. Back to the drawing board, but down but not out. So we're gonna keep working at this, guys. So we broke a chain. I think that kind of signifies to me that we have too many forces going on to really do this where we're doing it. So we're gonna bring it over to Wayne's Auto Body. We talked to them, they're gonna help us out. So like, subscribe, let me know what you guys think about this stuff. Was I too crazy to even try this? It did work a little bit, but comment, make sure that you guys have your post notifications on, share this page with your friends, help me learn as we go together. Just be inspired by this, guys. DIY is not that hard, just takes a little bit of a desire. Pick up a wrench, buy a car, pull some trees, do whatever you need to do. Just try to become a DIY salvage guy yourself.